Nice new Eric Ravilius picture to add to our collection. What do we think, Herbert? Do we like it? What about you, Flo? Oh. Yes, do you approve? Do you approve, Herbert? Oh, you're a bit close there. Crikey. No, looking away. It's not for you. Oh, look at this. Great big date slices. Well, just one big date slice at the moment, but it's going to be cut up into smaller chunks. There's my hands. Actually my hand is pretty, it's actually quite big, but my hand looks massive. That is going to be delicious. Homemade date slices. Hey everyone, just a quick catch up to let you know what's been going on today. It is Sunday the 5th of January. So, and just forgive me, I don't always wear a hat indoors. Sometimes I wear a hat indoors if I get a bit chilly. We've got central heating in the house, but sometimes it gets a bit cold and I just pop a hat on. But the reason why I'm wearing this hat, I'll show you. If I take it off, the light above me is shining off the top of my head. So it's not, I haven't got much hair, I don't care. I'm past caring about things like that. But this is to stop people watching this, just all you can see is the light shining off the top of my head. So I'm just popping this hat back on, just to spare you that, frankly. I don't care about not having much hair, it's just hair. What have I been doing today? So Sunday is more of a relaxing day for us here. Try and stop saying no. Got up this morning, did my usual 10 minutes of meditation, did my stretching, which was great. I've also done my 5th day of Yoganuary today, and that was actually focusing on downward facing dog, which is a really fantastic yoga pose. If anyone knows it, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you don't do yoga yet, please do. I implore you to do yoga. Watch my vlog from yesterday, which I talked more about yoga in that, but fantastic thing to do, and downward facing dog is a fantastic yoga pose. And there's so much you can do with it. There's so many different variations that you can do with it. There's lots of things that you can do within the pose. And once you've been doing it for, actually, while you're practicing it, physically practicing it, you get a few minutes into it, you can really, really feel it in your arms, your shoulders, your legs, the back of your legs, your hamstrings. It's a fantastic stretch and a really good strength exercise. And actually you can do something that, what I was doing today, which was quite interesting, was going from downward facing dog into a high plank, back into downward facing dog, into a high plank, and so on and so forth. For quite a while. Fantastic, really fantastic workout actually. So really worth doing. If you did nothing else, that would actually give you a fantastic workout for your body. What else have I been doing today? Just did a little bit of food shopping. We tend to do that every day. It's not very exciting. Baked some bread. I love baking and I really like making bread. So baked some bread, and we've made a massive, at the moment it's a massive, I think I'll have put a clip on before this, a date slice, which we're then going to chop up and munch away, just full of lovely things. I'm plant-based, so it has got non-dairy butter in that, but it hasn't got much sugar. It's got dates, which are fantastic. It's got oats, which are amazing. I love oats. I eat porridge nearly every day, so love my oats. Haven't done any running today, but I am going to be running hopefully tomorrow. I say hopefully because it really does depend on the weather. I don't like walking in the rain. I hate running in the rain. So if it's pouring down with rain, I generally tend not to go, and I'll wait until an evening when it's not raining, and I'll just go out and run then. So really looking forward to the nicer weather when it arrives and it's not raining, because my amount of running, the amount of days and nights that I go out running will go up. But running tomorrow night, I've got my club normal club meet, it's a Monday night, so Border Reivers in Carlisle. We meet at 6 o'clock of an evening and run for an hour. Well, the session is for an hour. You don't necessarily run for the whole hour, but the session is for an hour. But some nights we run quite a lot of that hour. We've also got a beginners group, a new beginners group starting tomorrow, actually, 6th of January. So I'm guessing it's about 3 times a year they do a beginner intake. But I was on the last beginner intake that started in September. I missed the first 2 weeks and I joined in week 3. So Border Reivers, they do the C to 5K program, so couch to 5K. If you don't know what that is, it's what it says on the tin. It's taking you from sitting on the couch to running 5 kilometres in one go. Now, a lot of programs do that over sort of 6 to 8 weeks, and then there's another running club in Carlisle called Denton Home Runners, I think they're called. They're in a part of Carlisle called Denton Home, funnily enough. They do that C to 5K beginners class, I think, over about 6 weeks. I think they do it over. Border Reivers that I belong to do it over 13 weeks. So it's a longer beginners, a longer period for beginners, building it up a lot slower, but you still get to the same end result. You still end up running 5K, and in fact, it's not you're running 5K after about week 8 or something like 7 or 8. So not very far in, and you're effectively virtually running 5 kilometres. Now, sometimes that might be you're running and walking and running and walking, but I think probably by about week 8 I was running 5 kilometres non-stop. So you get there quite quick, and then you just spend the rest of that time you carry on running, and then at the end of it we graduate with a park run with the park run, which I did mine in November. I think it was around about November. It's either 22nd or 27th, something like that, which was interesting. It's actually the only park run I've actually run so far. I just did the one. I feel like I probably ought to go back and do more. If you do park run a lot, after you've done it 50 times, 100 times, 150, 200, 250, you get a t-shirt. Now, I love merch. I'm all about the merch. I'm not that fussed about, I don't know why, I'm just not that fussed about park run. I don't know why. Maybe if I do it a few more times, I'll get into it. I suspect it's partly to do with just being lazy. It's getting up at early Monday to Friday to get ready for work, and on a Saturday morning I just want to have a bit of a lie-in. Now, park run's not till 9, and it's not that far to my park, but I'm just being lazy toad and I don't want to get out of bed, frankly. So that's realistically the reason, I guess. But yeah, so no running today. Hopefully club run tomorrow. There'll be lots of new beginners there, shiny new beginners there, who will be like I was when I turned up to my first club night, and I'm sure many of you will have been the same. You've got no idea what to expect. You don't know anybody, or maybe there's 1 or 2 people there that you know. When I went, I knew nobody. There was somebody in the club that I knew, but they weren't there. And in fact, I'm not sure that I've seen them at all since I started running in the club, because they work a lot of evening shift work. They work in retail and they work shift work, and pretty much every week when the club on their Facebook group say this is where we're running tonight, I see that person putting a message in saying, damn it, I'm working tonight, or whatever. So, but this person is running in the cross-border 10K from Gretna back to Carlisle on the 2nd of Feb that I've entered, and they ran it last year at about the kind of pace that I'm looking to run. So it's quite slow, I guess. I think they ran it in something like 57 minutes or something. So I'm looking to try and get under an hour. It's the first 10K it's the first proper 10K race I'll have ever done. Now, cross-border Gretna to Carlisle is a flat course, pretty flat course apparently. It's a road that runs by the M6, so it might be like the A6 or something, but apparently it's a very flat and quite fast course. but it's the first proper 10K race I'll have ever done in my life. So I'm looking to just do better than an hour, but we'll see what happens. It might be that it might be that I'm an hour and 10 minutes or an hour and 20. To be honest, it is what it is, and we'll just see. So, but yeah, that person is running in that race, so I'm going to potentially use them as my pacer. So we shall see. With potentially the first time I'll have run with this person, the only other person that I knew when I joined the club. So, but yeah, these new people, when you join, it's like joining anything or going to work somewhere for the first time. You don't know who anyone is, you don't know where anything is, you don't know what you're doing, you don't know what to expect. You're looking around a bit like a rabbit in the headlights because you're not quite sure what's going on. And it's fine, it's really good fun. So if you're actually thinking about, do I want to start running and go and join a club? Just do it. But you won't know until you go. So just go. What's the worst thing that could happen? You don't like it and you just don't go back, and it's so what? But if you never go, you'll never know. So just go. So listen, I've just seen the time. It's got to about 10 minutes. This was just going to be a very quick video to say I didn't really do much today. Did my normal stuff, but I haven't really done much else. Gonna go and eat a date slice because it's calling my name, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Just a quick catch up with Herbert. Hello, Herb. I expect you'd probably like a date slice as well, wouldn't you? Actually, maybe not. He's a very good boy. And then there were two. Not to be outdone, Herbert was joined by Princess Florence. You off, Flo? Too much like hard work, eh, Herb?